Hello lads, we have new cosmetics in the shop. However, I do want you all to keep in mind, one of the cosmetics that is here as a reissue is the Elena Press outfit. That outfit has been substantially reduced in its value. They removed 2 weapon skins and a trinket. Whether this is of value to you or not is entirely up to you. But they have stripped cosmetics out of that outfit. It is entirely your choice if you spend that money. Spend it wisely. It's yours, not theirs. Value your money before you make a decision, as always. Let's get into it. There's a lot of reissues this week that I won't be covering, so if you don't see them here, but you see them in the shop, that is why. I'm not going to reread lore or recycle reused cosmetics. That's about it. Let's get into it. Sergeant Chan Flyby Zorin. Gruff and to the point. Sergeant Zorin is the epitome of a hard-bitten veteran that has been shaped by years of service in the Astra Militarum. Over his years, Zorin has been wounded and left for dead twice, been the only survivor from his platoon, and earned the Mobian Signet of Valor for saving his squad mates. Yet Zorin fears he is becoming what he most loathed as a young recruit, a by-the-books officer wholly subsumed into a rigid martial code, striving to break free of a life entirely comprised of berating his squad about unpolished boots and sloppy discipline. Each day, Zorin makes a single attempt to be congenial. Such niceties could not go unnoticed by his squad, for they had grown accustomed to his harsh language and barked orders. Thus was Zorin's nickname born. For as his comrades noted, if you blink, you'll miss what is known as his single strafing run of kindness. Decane shotgun. Intricately patterned and customized, this weapon's former owner clearly treasured it. Let's hope you can hold on to it for longer than they did. Frozen Wastes field cap, cause it's winter now. A standard issue military cap popular with the Valhallan regiments. Cantrell Mark I Foxtrot flak targeter helm. No such thing as too much firepower. Now pass me the damn plasma gun! Corporal Akar goes in. Deceased. Shame. This is literally stripped from Carl Gaines's armor set. I'm not. I'm sorry. This is ridiculous. Bionics are valuable relics in themselves. Only the worthy may serve as custodians. And then only for a little while. So lazy to do this. Duelist's autogun. By the way, this is strictly for braced autoguns only. An ornate guard and luxurious stock wrappings aren't usual upgrades for a weapon like an autogun, but there's no accounting for taste. Chem Safe Rebreather with goggles. Additional eye protection is warranted when the stinning sand that's blowing at you is also corrosive. By the way, here's my corrosive bit. I think one of you meant to write stinging, but I get it. Might have been a bit struggle to find the G. You're only wearing one piece of eye protection after all. Gilderon Mark IV Nox Lumen goggles. Alas, whatever night vision functionality these goggles once possessed has long since malfunctioned. However, wearing them make you feel like you need to have 4 mechanical appendages attached to your back and maybe have an enemy that's a spider. Just saying. Hive Scum Hood. Black. This anonymous headgear is perfect for blending into the teeming multitudes that call a hive city home. So edgy. You must be using throwing knives. Gorel Botanates. Botanates? Botnats. Bot ants. Who gives a shit? It's a saga. Gorel can't remember when the dream started. Flashes of gold and burning light. A voice reaching out from beyond the stars. More to the point, he can't really tell which are the dreams now. His waking hours seem peaceful. if a bit dark. But when he dreams, oh the sights. Traitors on fire, the Emperor's will made manifest. Through his hands, purging the unclean, screams of the fallen, and the ever-present voice that guides him onwards. Gorel doesn't want to wake up. Oh, that's where he's getting his beloved, isn't he? Sick little weirdo. I suggest, not all you psychos are bad. Combat Blade Mobian Parade. Most Mobian regiments are issued 2 sets of dress uniforms, one for regimental ceremonies and formal Astra Militarum assemblage, and a second designed specifically for parades in the presence of Lord Constance Margrave. Chem Safe Rebreather, blue, probably has the same lore as the other one. Some Unitorum officers swear that this offers 100% protection from lethal toxins. When challenged on this claim, they point to the fact that no one has ever had a mask fail and come back to complain, though how one files post-mortem complaint is a question they will not be drawn on. Ha 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 ha. Demos Mark IV Delta Rebreather. A rogue trader's extravagance often extends to their crew, though such largesse is invariably self-seeking. Well, of course, they're a rogue trader, what do you expect? Catechizer's Vizier Shroud. Those gifted or cursed, depending on your point of view, with psychic gifts often have no need of regular senses. They prefer the truth shown to them by their mind's eye. Well, now here's a Karking lad that doesn't have any brain matter left. Look at that. Dorman. Dorman once heard the expression, that's using your head. So taken was he with this idea that he became fixated on it, spending everything he could, beg, borrow, or steal, at the rogue docks found in the shady back alleys until he ended up the way he is today. It is unclear how effective affixing a whirring soul blade to your scalp is in combat, but no one can argue with the results, especially when it's attached to a skull as thick as a Lehman Russ's hole. Flamboyant Deck Gun. With its bright and colourful paint scheme, this Thumper harks back to ancient deck sweeper guns, though it's far larger than its forebears. Commemorative head screws. Those who survived the final winter offensive during the Trident campaign in the Mobian Domain battlefront known as the Fringe Wars wanted to celebrate in some fashion. In a choice between medals or commemorative head screws, only Ogrins chose the latter. It feels like you're saying only Ogrins make the screwy decisions. I don't know how I feel about that. Mobian 18th, Ragtie, Quad XL. Ogrins don't much like desert warfare. There's never enough to eat, and the sand is coarse, hard, and it gets everywhere. Hello, I'm a piece of cosmetic that came from Tog the Tank Crusher. That's right, I got stripped out of another set. And still haven't had my lore rewritten to be correct, because apparently, to withstand the strain of fabled Ogrin halitosis and the sheer force of their belches and grunts, the standard Militarum Rebreather needed heavier duty steel and stronger frame as exhibited by this model, a Mark 12 brute model cranial implant. For Ogrins, it is now canonically written, you breathe through your eyeballs, and you burp through your eyeballs, and grunt through your eyeballs, which means you see with your mouth. Yep, that's about that. I can't take you seriously anymore, Fatshark, Jesus Christ. God Emperor, try to bless you, Fatshark, because I truly, at this point, I don't know what you're doing. I'm happy to read the lore, but I am going to make fun of you when you do stupid shit like this. And don't check your work. Come on, it's not that hard. Thank you everyone for watching today's video. Shout out to the patrons. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. You too can support on Patreon by heading down in the description below. Or you could support by becoming a channel member. Or you can always support for free by hitting like, subscribe, the bell notification, and commenting. We also have a community Discord. If you want to join us there, hang out and chat. Happy to see you. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.